Welcome, Kirsten and Kona.
Come up here. Good girl. And on your bed. Good. And down. And down. We'll just get Kona comfortable. You ready? On your bed. There you go. And down. Good. Find a comfy spot. All right. Nice work. Facing away from the audience. How rude. We'll try and shift that. I hope no one's offended. Good evening, everyone. Kona and I are honored to be here with you tonight. Tonight is a very special night. Tonight is Kona's 12th birthday. And we're celebrating 10 years of her amazing helping with people and communities in healing and counseling and wellness work over that whole 10 years. So thank you for joining us for Kona's birthday party. Happy birthday, Kona. When we invite dogs to be with us in non-dog environments, such as up here with all of you under bright lights, choice is very important. Should Kona choose to leave the stage at any time tonight, we have a helper waiting in the wings to help her do so. But since she's here with us now, let's start with her. I invite us tonight to please shift our attention to Kona. We're going to start with her, especially since it's her birthday. What do you see when you look at Kona? You likely see a dog. Perhaps her breed, a golden retriever. Maybe you see an aging dog in her golden years, or perhaps simply a household pet. Now, what do you think about when you think of all dogs? Did any of this come to mind? Fetch, swimming, running, mud. These are all common images that frequently shape how we view dogs. How we view dogs is shaped by many things: our culture, our life experiences, books, TV, social media, movies, and so much more. Now, what comes to mind when you think about dogs partnering with people? As we take a few moments and you bring some images to your mind, let's look at a few more images together. Now, what did you notice about these images? When we think about our emotions, what emotions came to mind? You may have noticed a smile crossed your face. I heard some ahs in the audience. You may have even begun to feel lighter, happier, maybe even a sense of joy. We're going to go back to one. Oh well, it's not here. That's okay. These are the kinds of experiences that spending time with a dog like Kona invite us into. Invite us to experience, invite us to witness, and tonight, invite us to get curious about. In my 10 years witnessing alongside Kona, it has changed my life and my career. I grew up in deep connection to my childhood animals. I always thought there was so much more to the human-animal relationship, that if we could just open our eyes to see it and hear it and understand it, that animals had so much more to offer us. Fast forward a few decades, a whole lot of post-secondary training and experience later, and I have been living my dream, connecting people to animals for the past 10 years. Canine science confirms for us that spending time with a dog does numerous things. Things like reduce stress and anxiety, decompress our central nervous system, bring out empathy and compassion in us, increase early literacy rates in young children, help us process big feelings and emotions, get us off screens and more active, and so much more. In my role as a counselor, These things have been incredible to witness, but I have witnessed something so much bigger, something so much more, something that goes beyond working one-to-one with a dog and into deeper hope and impacts for our communities, our society, and our shared world. I have witnessed that Kona has an incredible ability to elicit human emotions in people too often unable to access these in themselves. Why is she so happy? The child often asks. Why does she keep smiling at me like that? Have you ever felt that happy? I asked. How long has it been since you have felt that happy? Do you remember what happiness feels like in your body? I asked the child these questions then, and I ask all of you here tonight. Why is she so silly? The teenager asks as she throws herself exuberantly on the ground. When was the last time you allowed yourself to be silly? I asked. How long has it been since you have allowed yourself to play? I asked the teen these questions then, and I ask all of you here now. She looks so free, the child says. How often do things like stress and worry interfere with your ability to feel this free, to feel like Kona? In 10 years, Kona has been a powerful invitation for people to view themselves in new and positive ways, ways like motivation. A young person tells us that seeing Kona each week is the only reason they have not yet ended their life. Family. A young person tells us that spending time with Kona helps them feel more connected to themselves than they do anyone in their own family. Hope. A teenager who has dropped out of school decides to return and try and graduate simply to make Kona proud. Connection. An unhoused person, through his relationship with Kona, decides to get off the street and try and move his life forward simply so he too can once again have a dog. As our shared world continues to emerge from the COVID-19 pandemic, stress, isolation, disconnect, loneliness, and mental health challenges are at an all-time high. How fascinating that at the very same time, our society is becoming increasingly interested in and aware of the incredible value of dogs. You may have noticed in your own community becoming ever more dog-friendly. Whether it's Kona joining in a tea party with a child on the autism spectrum to help teach eye contact and social skills, or Kona working with a young person, preparing their body for surgery to better understand what is about to happen, with a pretend needle, of course. Or Kona visiting a homeless shelter to bring comfort and hope in times of human suffering. The invitation and the possibilities from dogs to us are endless. So, if dogs are offering us so many answers in our world right now, at a time when poverty of the human spirit is at an all-time low, then don't we have a duty and a responsibility to put them first, to ensure ethical practice, to see a dog for the incredible being that they are, and to humble ourselves to learn from them? I invite us to shift our attention now back to Kona. Perhaps tonight, on Kona's 12th birthday, and the year of her retirement, this is her invitation and legacy to all of us, to carry on her beautiful work, to see each other and our communities more through the loyal and loving eyes of a dog. I have witnessed this, and it has changed my life. It is dogs who led me here. Won't you join me in following their lead? Thank you.